The telecommunications industry is a vital sector that facilitates communication through technology, enabling the transfer of voice, data, and video across the globe. It encompasses various services and technologies, including mobile networks, fixed line telephone, internet service, and digital platforms. Digi is a leading Malaysian telecommunications provider formed by the merger of Celcomdigi in 2022. It offers mobile, internet, and digital services to consumers and businesses. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Axiata Group Berhad is a regional telecommunications conglomerate headquartered in Malaysia. Operating across Asia, Axiata provides mobile services, digital infrastructure, and technology solutions. Its subsidiaries include Celcomdigi and other telecom operators in Southeast Importance Asia. Of sustainability reporting in the Malaysian context. First one is regulatory compliance. Bursa Malaysia's Sustainability Reporting Framework. Companies listed on Bursa Malaysia are required to disclose sustainability practices in their annual reports. This disclosure must address material ESG, environmental, social, and governance issues relevant to their industry and stakeholders. This regulation aims to ensure transparency and accountability in corporate practices. Malaysian Code on Corporate Governance (MCCG) emphasizes integrating sustainability considerations into governance frameworks. Companies are encouraged to adopt practices that align with ESG goals, ensuring sustainable business operations and ethical decision-making. Non-compliance could result in reputational risks and penalties. Economic Development Goals. The 12th Malaysian Plan. Malaysia's National Development Plan prioritizes sustainability as a key pillar, targeting a low-carbon economy and inclusive development. Sustainability reporting aligns with this vision, allowing companies to demonstrate their contributions to the nation's goals. Alignment with SDGs. Reporting on sustainability, companies show how their operations contribute to the UN Sustainable Development Goals, such as climate action, SDG 13, and responsible consumption, bolstering Malaysia's global standing. Last one is market competitiveness. Global investors increasingly prioritize ESG considerations when allocating capital. Transparent sustainability reporting ensures Malaysian companies remain attractive to foreign investors. Participation in global supply chains often requires adherence to ESG standards. Companies that fail to comply with sustainability benchmarks risk exclusion from partnerships and markets. Of ISSB's IFRS S1 and S2 global standards. The first one is standardization. In consistency, companies across industries and geographies follow a single framework, ensuring that sustainability data is reported uniformly. Global comparability. Investors and stakeholders can easily compare ESG performance across organizations, facilitating better investment decisions. Enhanced transparency. IFRS S1 requires disclosure of all material sustainability-related financial information. Companies must identify risks and opportunities that could affect their enterprise value, providing a clear view of their long-term viability. IFRS S2 focuses on climate-related disclosures, including metrics and targets aligned with the Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosure (TCFD) framework, highlighting the company's response to climate challenges. Integration with financial reporting. Companies must integrate sustainability disclosures with financial statements to reflect their financial impacts of ESG issues. For example, physical risks from climate change, for example, floods affecting operations, transition risks such as policy changes or carbon pricing. This holistic reporting approach ensures that sustainability and financial performance are interconnected. Global recognition. Adopting IFRS S1 and S2 helps Malaysian companies align with international standards, gaining trust from global investors. Companies that comply can access sustainability-linked financing and ESG funds, which are increasingly important for capital raising. IFRS S1, General Requirements for Sustainability Disclosures, provides a comprehensive framework for reporting sustainability-related risks and opportunities that could affect an entity's enterprise value. It covers four key pillars, which is the first one is governance under IFRS S1. It focuses on how an organization leadership oversees sustainability-related risks and opportunities. This includes the role of the board of directors in monitoring and managing these risks, as well as ensuring sustainability is integrated into company's strategic direction. It also highlights the responsibilities of management in executing the sustainability strategy and embedding ESG considerations into the organization governance structures such as risk or audit committees. The next one is strategy component. It requires organization to assess how sustainability risks and opportunities affect their business model, strategy, and financial performance. This involves evaluating the resilience of their strategies under various future scenarios, including those aligned with global climate targets like the Paris Agreement. Companies must disclose the potential financial impact of sustainability challenges such as increased costs due to regulatory changes or revenue opportunities from offering sustainable products and services. It also emphasizes how companies plan to adapt their operations to address these risks and leverage opportunities. Third one is risk management. That means how organizations identify, assess, and manage sustainability-related risks. This involves integrating sustainability risks into the broader enterprise risk management (ERM) framework and ensuring a proactive approach to mitigate potential disruptions. Companies must explain their processes for identifying material sustainability risks, including conducting regular reviews to ensure they remain relevant amidst changing circumstances. The last one is metrics and targets. It requires organizations to disclose quantitative and qualitative indicators to track their sustainability performance over time. This includes reporting on metrics like greenhouse gas, GHG emissions, energy consumption, and diversity ratios, as well as setting targets to improve these metrics, such as emissions reduction goals or water conservation objectives. Companies are also expected to provide updates on their progress toward these targets and explain any significant variance. IFRS S2, Climate-Related Disclosures. IFRS S2 specifically addresses climate-related risks and opportunities. It requires organizations to identify and disclose two key types of climate risk: physical risk and transition risks. Physical risks include acute events such as hurricanes, floods, and wildfires, as well as chronic risks like rising sea levels and prolonged heat waves that may disrupt business operations or supply chains. Transition risks, on the other hand, arise from shifts in policies, regulation, market demands, and technologies as the world transitions to a low-carbon economy. For example, organizations may face increased costs due to carbon pricing or declining demands for carbon-intensive products. Additionally, IFRS S2 emphasizes the importance of metrics and targets to evaluate and address climate risk. Companies must report on specific climate-related indicators such as their Scope 1, Scope 2, and where relevant, Scope 3 GHG emissions. They are also required to disclose targets for reducing emissions, improving energy efficiency, or transitioning to renewable energy sources. These metrics and targets help stakeholders understand the organization's progress toward mitigating climate risk and capitalizing on climate-related opportunities. So both IFRS S1 and S2 aim to enhance transparency, consistency, and comparability in sustainability and climate-related reporting, enabling investors and stakeholders to make informed decisions. Together, they form a robust framework for integrating ESG considerations into business operations and financial planning.
Recent company overview of Celcomdigi Berhad and Axiata Group Berhad, which is two influential players in Malaysian telecommunication and digital sector. Now we look first the overview of Celcomdigi Berhad. Celcomdigi Berhad was created through the merger of Celcom and Digi, positioning it as Malaysia's largest telecommunication company. The company focused on transforming connectivity service using advanced technology to enhance customer experience with offerings such as 4G and 5G connectivity, enterprise solution, and digital service. Celcomdigi is committed to creating an inclusive, sustainable digital society, which aligns with its vision of delivering innovative products and market presence. Company Celcomdigi currently serves over 20 million customers, define its position as the largest telco in Malaysia. The company actively supports Malaysian digitalization agenda by investing in network integration and modernization to provide the faster 4G and 5G ready network in the country. They're collaborating with the global tech leader. Celcomdigi introduced cutting-edge AI power and 5G solution to improve its financial performance. In 2023, Celcomdigi achieved synergies of over 300 million following with a significant investment of 1.75 billion is in network infrastructure. This strategy move contribute to exceptional financial result, including a net dividends of 13.2 cents per share, translating to 1.549 billion in payouts. Celcomdigi also achieved the high return on equity over 3 years among super big caps companies, reflecting in financial stability and operational excellence. Now we look forward to overview of Axiata Group Berhad. Axiata Group Berhad, established in 2008, has become one of ASEAN's leading digital and telecommunication companies. Headquartered in Malaysia, Axiata is focused on advancing digital innovation across ASEAN and South ASEAN. It empowers communities and business with solutions such as digital banking, AI-driven marketing, and regional telecommunication infrastructure, reinforcing in purpose of advancing Asia. There are three main activities. Firstly is digital businesses. Axiata Digital Business focus on three main areas: fintech, digital marketing, and software service. Its fintech division has secured a digital banking license in Malaysia, targeting underbanked and unbanked population to enhance financial inclusion. ADA, the company digital marketing arms, use AI and analytics to derive business growth for its client, enabling data-driven marketing strategy. Axiata Digital Labs support digital transformation by providing advanced software solution, helping businesses adapt to the evolving technological landscape. Second is digital telco. The digital telco segments offer mobile, fixed, and coverage service tolerance to meet the needs of the consumer and enterprise. Axiata operates through the key subsidiary in several countries, including Celcomdigi in Malaysia, XL Axiata in Indonesia, Robit Axiata in Bangladesh, and Dialog Axiata in Sri Lanka, with over 162 million mobile customers across its market. Axiata is a significant player in the telecommunications industry. The company has also expanded its presence through strategic acquisitions in Indonesia and Philippines, strengthening its regional footprint. Lastly is infrastructure. Axiata Infrastructure operates managed by EDOCO, a leading regional telecommunication infrastructure provider. EDOCO manages over 58,000 towers across South and Southeast ASEAN, making it a key player in the Asian telecommunication landscape. Company offers a range of services including tower leasing, energy management, and operation and maintenance, ensuring efficient and sustainable infrastructure management. This service enables seamless connectivity and support the broader telecommunication ecosystem. For market presence, Axiata operates in 9 countries across ASEAN and South ASEAN, including Malaysia, Indonesia, Bangladesh, and Sri Lanka. With over 162 million customers, Axiata's wide geographical reach allows it to deliver tolerance digital and telecommunication service to diverse markets. Their subsidiaries such as XL Axiata, Robit Axiata, and Dialog Axiata further strengthen their regional financial performance. Axiata Group reported RM22 billion in revenue, marking a 9.9% year-over-year growth in 2023. Its earnings before interest, tax, and amortization reached RM9.6 billion, a growth of 11.7% attributed to its operational efficiency initiative. Through proactive capital management, Axiata prepaid RM2.2 billion in loans, saving RM82 million in interest costs. Despite economic challenge, the group demonstrates resilience and profitability.
Axiata Berhad strengthened its sustainability governance by enhancing alignment with the OPCOs, ensuring the effective implementation of sustainability strategies and initiatives. Axiata implemented tactics to ensure that its action is aligned with OPCOs recommendations, such as including sustainability-related key performance indicator (KPI), climate change performance linked to net zero commitment are included in their GCEO, as well as OPCO Senior Leadership Team SLT annual remuneration linked KPI. Axiata also made their Axiata Sustainability Steering Committee consist of representatives from Group Sustainability, OPCO Sustainability teams, and representatives that will be responsible for supporting the management of ESG matters and ensures collaboration to streamline the approach within the group to achieve Axiata sustainability agenda and promoting share. Celcomdigi integrated sustainability governance structure into their corporate governance framework. The Board of Directors hold ultimate responsibility for setting the group's strategic direction on sustainability. This oversight is supported by the Board Governance and Risk Management Committee (BGRMC), the governing committee for sustainability matters, which oversee the group's sustainability priority, process, standards, and performance. The board maintains the responsible business leadership in Malaysia by ensuring that sustainability-related competencies are periodically assessed to strengthen board oversight and stewardship of sustainability matters. All directors have completed the mandatory accreditation program part 1. The directors have acknowledged the amendment to the MNLR related to sustainability training and have committed to attending the mandatory accreditation program part 2 on leading for impact within the stipulated timeline. This information is obtained from Axiata Annual Report for the year 2023 in Transparency and Accountability section under subsection Embedding Sustainability into our governance structure on page 90. On another report for Celcomdigi, the information can be obtained from Celcomdigi Annual Report for the year 2023 in section 3, Our Plan for Success under subsection Sustainability Management, page 41. Axiata Berhad incorporated sustainability into our business practice to generate long-term value. Axiata Berhad take into account the potential risk and impact of ESG when IAR/SR developing their strategies and initiatives across the markets. Axiata ESG practice and disclosure align with global and local sustainability standards, informed by key indicators from recognized ESG ratings such as the Carbon Disclosure Project, CDP Worldwide, S&P Global Corporate Sustainability Assessment (CSA), FTSE for Good Bursa Malaysia, MSCI, and Digital Inclusion Benchmark (DIP). Axiata also focused on carbon reduction strategy towards achieving net zero by 2050 in line with mobile industry decarbonization goal by optimizing energy consumption through energy efficiency initiative. Additional information Axiata Group Berhad. Celcomdigi recognized the importance of having constant engagement with all their stakeholders by establishing good line of communication and maintaining positive relationship with them. Celcomdigi are able to understand their expectations and align them closer to their business strategies. This enhances Celcomdigi's ability to create value and deliver on their purpose of advancing and inspiring society. They also presented their progress in a form of ESG performance scorecard benchmark performance of the 4 focus areas outlined in their sustainability strategy framework. Their ESG performance scorecard benchmark, where Celcomdigi giving details about materials that they emphasize on each focus area to become a leading ESG practitioner in Malaysia. what's their target goal, and how often they track their progress. Slide. This information can be found from Axiata Annual Report 2023 on Overview section under subsection Basis of this report, page 4, and How we create value section under subsection Outcome 6, Managing Environmental Impact, page 48. And for Celcomdigi, this information can be found from Celcomdigi Annual Report 2023 on section 3, Our Plans for Success under subsection Key Relationship, page 45, and on section 3, Our Plans for Success under subsection Sustainability Management, page 43. Axiata Berhad signed the Science-Based Target Initiative Business Ambition Pledge for 1.5 Celsius and pending validation from SBTi on target and operationalize Axiata Net Zero Roadmap to reduce energy usage within the network by adopting energy efficient technology and increasing renewable energy consumption to align with SBTi. The baseline for Scope 1 and 2 emission was revised to 2022 from 2020. This adjustment is essential as Scope 3 emission is now included in the overall baseline, which is pending SBTi validation, which show the progress taken by Axiata to curb climate risk. Celcomdigi integration of new technology such as new AI and 5G have led to adverse brand and reputational impact, increased cost of energy and carbon emission, and changing consumer preference, infrastructure damage, negative impact on service and delivery to customers and operations from disruption and loss of investor confidence, and ESG ranking in key indices. To mitigate this, Celcomdigi had resolved to develop carbon emission reduction strategy and conduct climate risk assessment to guide network integration strategy and BT and SBTi target setting, and set up a carbon accounting system in adherence to Bursa requirement for full task force on climate-related financial disclosure, TCFD. Aligned disclosure and transparent information can be found from Axiata Annual Report 2023 section How we create value under subsection Outcome 6, Managing Environmental Impact, page 48. Meanwhile, in another companies of Celcomdigi, this information can be found from Celcomdigi Annual Report 2023 section 3, Our Plan for Success under subsection Key Risks, page 38. For Axiata Berhad, carbon emission measured for Scope 1 and Scope 2 across the group increased by approximately 8% in 2023. However, there was a 6.5% reduction in Scope 1 emission YOY, primarily due to efforts by Dialog, XL, and Smart to reduce fuel consumption by replacing generator sets with lithium batteries and increasing the number of solar sites. The Scope 1 and Scope 2 GHG emission of Axiata are reported based on GHG Protocol, Corporate Accounting and Reporting Standard issued by the World Resource Institute and World Business Council for Sustainable Development, while Scope 3 emission is now included in the overall baseline, which is pending SBTi validation. As for Celcomdigi, the metrics and targets they use are present in their ESG performance scorecard benchmark performance that contain details about material that they emphasize on each focus area to become a leading ESG practitioner in Malaysia. What's their target goal and how often they track their critical proof. This information is found from Axiata Annual Report 2023 section How we create value under subsection Outcome 6, Managing Environmental Impact, page 48. Besides, for Celcomdigi, the information can be found from Celcomdigi Annual Report 2023 section 3, Our Plan for Success under subsection Sustainability Management, page 43.
Next, we move into the evaluation of reporting quality. So first, we will look into the Axiata Berhad, which is a comprehensiveness So first is environmental disclosure. By 2050, the company targeting to achieve net zero emission with the target of scope 1, 2 and 3 emission. Axiata also has set the standard for scope 3 emission, and Axiata's science-based targets that were submitted for validation to the Science-Based Target Initiative, which is SBTI. Based from Axiata sustainability reporting, they have mentioned about this in their report, which is at page 6, where they are committed to achieving net zero emission within 2050. Okay, we move into the second part of the comprehensiveness, which is governance practices. The comprehensiveness of governance practices for Axiata has been shown by its inclusion of anti-bribery and anti-corruption (ABAC) training. There are 6 core principles in Axiata ABAC plan, which are integrity and governance, organizational culture, transparency, compliance monitoring, accountability, and lastly is sustainability. Axiata has achieved 98% of completion in the ABAC training, and it is shown in their sustainability reporting page 97. We move into the evaluation of reporting quality for Celcomdigi. First, we move into the comprehensiveness, which is environmental disclosure. Celcomdigi has committed to achieve net zero emission with implementation science-based target initiative, which is SBTI, into its reporting. It has been disclosed in their reporting on the page 41. Okay, next we move into the second part of comprehensiveness, which is governance. For governance, with its business practices reputation, Celcomdigi has been ranking in top 10 constituents of the FTSE for Good Bursa Malaysia Index. It is shown at the report on page 19. Move into the clarity part, which is clear KPIs and metrics. Axiata has provided clear of their KPI in their sustainability reporting. It is shown by numerical data for comparability, such as Axiata has achieved 27% women's representation in Axiata Group Berhad, which is holding company senior management. The target that has been set by Axiata is aiming for 30% of women's representation. For the reporting, Axiata has shown it at its sustainability reporting page 98. So next we move into the clarity, which is data visualization. Celcomdigi present their key achievement using visual tools by invested RM1.75 billion in capital expenditure for network development and improvement in customer satisfaction, which is CSAT scores into 3.9 percentage points in 2023. It can be referred on the page 18 in Celcomdigi integrated annual report. We move into the comparability, which is multi-year trends. Comparison between years towards Scope 1 and Scope 2 emission progress make the Axiata sustainability reporting comparability. Based from the report at page 61, it shows the comparison of Scope 1 and Scope 2 for year 2022 and 2023. So next, for comparability for Celcomdigi Berhad, they has used double materiality. Celcomdigi has adopted double materiality measurement in evaluating and disclose the impact of Celcomdigi's activities. By double the materiality assessment, the company can broadening its perspective in measuring financial implications. We move into the other framework that Axiata Berhad has used in their reporting, which is TCFD. Axiata has followed Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosure (TCFD) framework in preparing its sustainability reporting. TCFD is reporting on the impact an organization has on the global climate. It can be confirmed from its sustainability reporting on the page 3. With TCFD implementation into the reporting, it has aligned with IFRS S1 and S2 standard that stakeholder concerning about climate change impacts. So for the other framework that Celcomdigi has used in their reporting, which is GRI and TCFD, Celcomdigi has utilized other framework in reporting their integrated annual report. It comprises Global Reporting Initiative, which is GRI standard, and also Task Force on Climate-Related Financial Disclosure, which is TCFD. This has aligned with IFRS S1 and S2 because Celcomdigi is raising their ESG strategy in bringing the best governance and performance culture and manage environmental impact.
So today, I will go deeply into the key challenges faced by Axiata Berhad and Celcomdigi in adopting the IFRS S1 and S2, the Sustainability Reporting Standards. These standards represent a significant step forward in aligning global sustainability efforts, but they also introduce complexities that businesses must navigate to achieve compliance. For Axiata and Celcomdigi, these challenges span operations, data systems, and stakeholder engagement, all of which require strategic focus and significant resources. Let's explore these challenges in detail. Let's address the challenge of data collection and integration. Both Axiata and Celcomdigi operate across diverse markets. Axiata Berhad primarily in Asian and South Asia, and Celcomdigi in Malaysia's dynamic telecommunications landscape. This geographical diversity creates immense variability in the availability and quality of sustainability data. For Axiata Berhad, subsidiaries in different countries may adhere to local reporting norms, leading to inconsistency in data definitions, formats, and granularity. The process of consolidating this data into a unified reporting framework is both resource-intensive and technically complex. Similarly, Celcomdigi faces internal challenges, such as aligning data from multiple departments that may use different methodologies to quantify environmental and social metrics. Non-financial metrics, like those related to social impact or Scope 3 emissions, are particularly challenging to standardize. Without robust data collection systems and integration tools, aligning with IFRS S1 and S2 will remain a significant hurdle for both companies. Another substantial challenge lies in navigating regulatory variances. Axiata operates across multiple jurisdictions, each with its own regulatory landscape for sustainability reporting. While IFRS S1 and S2 aim to provide a unified global framework, Axiata Berhad must reconcile these standards with regional disclosure requirements. For example, a country's local governance framework may emphasize certain metrics that differ from IFRS priorities, creating discrepancies. For Celcomdigi, the situation is slightly different but equally complex. Operating within Malaysia, Celcomdigi must align its reporting practices with both global IFRS standards and national guidelines, such as Bursa Malaysia's sustainability disclosure requirements. This overlap often results in redundant or conflicting reporting obligations, which can strain resources and delay implementation. For both companies, harmonizing these regulations requires careful planning, substantial investments, and cross-border collaboration. Other than that, implementing IFRS S1 and S2 requires specialized expertise in sustainability reporting, a resource that's often scarce. For Axiata Berhad, ensuring that internal teams across its various subsidiaries have the knowledge and skills to comply with these standards is a significant challenge. Building this expertise typically involves training programs, workshops, and hiring external consultants, all of which are costly and time-consuming. Celcomdigi faces similar challenges, particularly as sustainability reporting becomes increasingly technical. Bridging the expertise gaps involves not only understanding the IFRS frameworks, but also integrating them with existing financial reporting standards. For both companies, these capacity gaps highlights the need for long-term investments in workforce development and strategic collaboration with external experts. Operational complexity is another pressing issue, particularly concerning Scope 3 emissions reporting. Axiata's Berhad operations span a vast value chain that includes suppliers, partners, and customers across various sectors. Collecting data on indirect emissions, like those generated by suppliers or product use, requires extensive coordination and significant resources. Celcomdigi also faces operational challenges in aligning its system and processes with the detailed reporting requirements of IFRS S1 and S2. For instance, accurately quantifying emissions from customer usage of telecommunication services or energy consumed in data centers requires precise tracking systems. These operational complexities add a significant layer of difficulty to achieving compliance. Hence, aligning stakeholders is another key challenge for both Axiata and Celcomdigi. For Axiata Berhad, the diverse nature of its subsidiary means that internal teams, external partners, and local regulators may have differing priorities and level of awareness regarding IFRS standards. Gaining their cooperation requires sustained engagement and clear communication. Not only that, Celcomdigi also needs to educate stakeholders, including investors, employees, and regulators, on the importance of implication of these standards. For instance, investors may demand faster adoption timelines, while internal teams might struggle to adapt to new processes. Creating alignment involves fostering cultural shift, building awareness, and ensuring that all stakeholders understand the long-term benefits of adopting these standards. And last but not least, technological integration is a critical yet challenging aspect. Both companies need advanced IT systems capable of processing, analyzing, and reporting sustainability data with accuracy and consistency. For Axiata, this involves ensuring that technology solutions deployed across its subsidiaries are interoperable and meet the specific data requirements of IFRS S1 and S2. This can be especially challenging in regions with varying levels of technological maturity. Celcomdigi, while operating primarily within Malaysia, must still ensure that its IT system can seamlessly integrate sustainability reporting processes without disrupting existing operations. Striking the right balance between cost effectiveness and technological sophistication is a constant challenge for both companies. To summarizing all of these challenges, the adoption of IFRS S1 and S2 presents a range of challenges for Axiata Berhad and Celcomdigi, including data integration, regulatory variances, expertise gaps, operational complexities, stakeholder alignment, and technological integration. However, these challenges are not insurmountable. By investing in robust systems training and cross-functional collaboration, both companies can successfully navigate these hurdles. Ultimately, overcoming these challenges will position Axiata and Celcomdigi as leaders in sustainability reporting, driving transparency, operational efficiency, and long-term value creation. To go more further in this discussion regarding IFRS S1 and S2 for both companies, I will be discussing the opportunities for improving the sustainability reporting, focusing on Axiata Berhad and Celcomdigi, where both companies are among the largest and most well-known businesses in the telecommunication industry in Malaysia. So, in the current business landscape, sustainability is no longer just a nice-to-have. It is a critical component for long-term growth and resilience. Companies have significant opportunities to enhance their sustainability reporting practices by adopting the global frameworks, driving innovation, and building stronger stakeholder relationships. So, let's dive into these opportunities first, and perhaps the most critical opportunity is enhancing transparency. Both Axiata and Celcomdigi can achieve this by adopting the IFRS S1 and S2 standards. These frameworks are globally recognized and provide a structured approach to reporting environmental, social, and governance, or ESG metrics. So, why is this important? Transparency builds trust. For Axiata Berhad, it means stakeholders, including investors, regulators, and customers, can rely on their reports to make informed decisions. For Celcomdigi, it positions the company as a leader in ethical and accountable business practices. By aligning with IFRS standards, sustainability disclosures become more comparable, not just within industries but globally. This comparability is critical for attracting international investors who demand clear and credible data. It also addresses regulatory expectations, as many governments and stock exchanges now require detailed ESG reporting. Transparency is the foundation upon which all other improvements can be built. So, the second one is the integration of sustainability with financial strategy. For both companies, this isn't about treating sustainability as a separate initiative. It is about embedding it into their core business models. Let me explain this with an example. Suppose Axiata Berhad sets a goal to reduce carbon emissions from its operations by 30% in the next 5 years. To achieve this, the company could invest in renewable energy sources for its data centers or optimize supply chain logistics. These measures not only meet sustainability objectives, but also reduce the energy costs, creating financial value. The Celcomdigi can adopt the double materiality approach, which evaluates both the financial and societal impacts of their actions. For instance, if the company transitions to energy-efficient mobile networks, it not only reduces operational costs, but also contributes to a cleaner environment, positively impacting the society. By aligning sustainability goals with financial objectives, both companies can highlight their commitment to creating long-term value for shareholders and stakeholders alike. Apart from that, the sustainability challenges are also opportunities for innovation. Both Axiata Berhad and Celcomdigi can leverage these challenges to drive creativity and operational excellence. For instance, addressing climate-related risks such as increasing energy demands or supply chain disruptions can lead to the development of new products and processes. Axiata Berhad could invest in cutting-edge technologies like AI-powered energy management systems to optimize energy usage across its facilities. Similarly, Celcomdigi could introduce green data plans that reward customers for environmentally conscious behavior like reducing device waste. Innovation is not limited to technology. It also includes rethinking business models. For example, implementing circular economy principles such as refurbishing and reusing telecommunication equipment can reduce waste while cutting costs. This innovation not only enhances sustainability, but also gives both companies a competitive edge in the market. Improved sustainability reporting has a direct impact on ESG ratings, which are increasingly important to investors. High ESG ratings indicate that a company is effectively managing its environmental, social, and governance risks. For Axiata, Berhad, and Celcomdigi, strong ESG ratings can attract socially responsible investors who prioritize sustainability in their portfolios. Beyond investment, these ratings influence consumer and partner preferences. Customers today are more likely to choose brands they perceive as responsible, and partners prefer collaborating with companies that align with their own ESG values. By enhancing the depth and quality of their disclosures, both companies can improve their rankings on ESG indices like the Dow Jones Sustainability Index or the FTSE4Good Index. These rankings are not just numbers. They are powerful indicators of a company's commitment to responsible growth. Besides, adopting IFRS standards also positions both companies for global recognition. In a world where ESG compliance is becoming a prerequisite for international partnerships, aligning with global reporting standards is a competitive advantage. For example, Axiata's compliance could open doors to partnership with multinational corporations that prioritize sustainability in their supply chains. Similarly, Celcomdigi's global alignment could attract tax collaborations or joint venture with companies that value transparency and accountability. This recognition is especially important as sustainability regulations become stricter worldwide. Being proactive in compliance ensures that both companies stay ahead of the curve, rather than scrambling to meet requirements later. Another key opportunity is in performance monitoring. Sustainability reporting is not just about sharing data. It is about using that data to drive improvement. For Axiata Berhad, clear metrics enable them to track progress on commitments like achieving net zero emissions. By addressing Scope 1, 2, and 3 emissions comprehensively, they can ensure accountability across their entire value chain. Celcomdigi can use performance metrics to identify areas where they are falling short or exceeding the targets. For example, if renewable energy usage increases beyond their goals, they can accelerate efforts in other areas, such as water conservation or waste reductions. This systematic approach ensures that both companies stay on track with their sustainability commitments, while identifying areas for further innovation and efficiency. In conclusion, the opportunities for improvement in sustainability reporting for Axiata Berhad and Celcomdigi are vast. By enhancing all of the 6 opportunities for improvement that I have explained just now, both companies can secure their position as leaders in sustainability, especially in the telecommunication industry. These efforts will not only benefit their stakeholders, but also contribute to a more sustainable future for all.